Hello to everyone in the Visionary Fire and in the Artist's Accelerator. I am Itai, and I couldn't help myself from making this explosion tutorial because I live in Tel Aviv and I saw so many explosions around the Israeli region on the past few weeks. So, first of all, our mission is to turn this into this. For the car explosion, I chose some ready-made effects. We are using here a 2D flat image, and this is an exercise, so I'm going to do it only with After Effects. All the region on the image will be effect from the explosion. And for us as a scene makers, is a generative event, which means after this event everything will look and feel different and nothing will stay the same. I'm going to use all this region to emphasize the size and the movement of the explosion. Let's see it here. I have these green screen files which I made earlier with the particle world effect. And I also used the scatterized effect to simulate the dispersion of the breeze, and I added here flames with movements inside the car and on the ground. I made here layers that will give us the last moment of the scene and a few frames of the moment between. As a scene makers, you should know this event is shocking. The moment of the event, when you meet this kind of situation, it is a moment of twilight, a surreal moment. For a few seconds you don't understand where are you, unless you are him. So I tried here a bit of surprising colors of lights that will reflect on the house. Hold on. Okay, let's talk about the car. Now, I must say, devices like this car do not just explode suddenly, and they can stay like this forever, unless force applied from somewhere, and sometimes in this region it does. So I made a Photoshop layers file and separate a few parts from the car. I made here layers. So I took out of the car a few objects that will be in the move, and I added the interior of the car, as you can see, so the vehicle will look and feel much more heavy. For the motion of the car doors, I used a lot the graph editor to make the motion easy as possible. Look around here. Yes, just a minute. Okay, now from the movement from the car of the explosion, I used the file which provided by Professor Bracewell. Thank you for this. Our blast is coming from the up, and I don't want that the vehicle will go too high in the air. I need it to feel heavy, so I reduced the movement here, and I made all the lift smaller. And I got it into a new green screen, and I created a null object, which will be the parent of all the parts of the car. Okay, now we are going to find weapons that fit this size of damage. We need to find a reason to the explosion, yes? Don't worry, we've got everything here, yes. Hold on. Now, I think this kind of blast range can be something like 5-6 kilograms of cheap explosives. You see here? Yes. Oh. They hide it inside the bedding case. Here you can see one of those creatures going to launch. No respect, no armory safety ethics, low class weapon, bad outfit, no style. This is a cheap anti-tank rocket. I will choose this one because a stronger device like this can blow up the walls near the vehicle, and that is for another tutorial. Okay, I will cut it from here with Photoshop. Okay, and for final, we will make the scene itself. I use the light layer, like this here. I used the lights layer on the original PSD to make a nicer morning light. So now I'm going to take this ready sequence to a new, and here we are going to make our final scene. I'm going to increase here the speed of the sequence and double the layers to multiply the colors and the depth. Now it is a nice morning light. Look at this. Yes, okay. Let's talk about the rocket. Okay, now rockets always approaches the target in black. A fire comes out from the bottom of the rocket only on the launch. Yes, this kind of rockets always approaches in fallen, and they carbonized to black on their way to the target. Just you can see it's just a few frames. Okay. Of course, I made here a moving mass path that will cut the rocket while it hits the car. Yes, like this. Just a minute. I'm adding here a camera and a null object that will be our dolly camera grip. I didn't build a 3D grid. My camera movements are very limited. Just a minute. Yes. Now, I want to create here a consistent move that will get a turn in the moment the rockets enter the frame. Here we go. Action. Well, it's true that I can't send it to any studio like this, but it was an exercise, yes? Okay. Now, the most important, those things are evil. Yes, we don't like it at all, only on VFX. So to erase any possibility of negativity, I will rewind this video back. I have here a bit of morning light, and you see, there's a monkey and flowers and everything is just fine. If you stayed until here, thank you for watching. And if you see one of those rockets, run.